Hello again, welcome back to the Unloved JDM channel. So this is the kind of official last one of the year, unless something happens that might happen tomorrow, but we'll talk about that after it happens. It's been an interesting year. It's been some ups, it's been some downs, but it's been a lot of good times. So we wanted to make one video for Christmas for you to also enjoy the moments and the things that have happened over the year. Let's stick straight into that and start here. Alright then, so this is it. So we'll give you the entire tour of the new site. Details will be published about this because there's a lot coming that I'll talk about in a minute. So follow me inside. So this is obviously quite an upgrade straight away because we've actually got like an entranceway. The plan is here to have some of our t-shirts and hoodies available to buy from here, so you don't have to just have them off the website if you're local. So you'll be able to come in here, get your stuff and take it with you the same day. This way. So this way will be my actual office. It enables me to get a lot of things done in the same place, at the same time, rather than going from point A to point B. I actually have all things under one roof, as I was saying before, which is the big step. Now, I'm going to treat you to the big bit. The workshop is completely different to our old place. This place is, I'm describing it as massive, because it ultimately is. Let's go. There you go. So if you think of the scale of the old place, it's going to be a lot different and a lot easier to work with, to work on. There's a lot more light in here, even when the lights are not on, which will make a massive difference to the amount of videos we can put out and the content that we can actually create in here. If I take you upstairs, I'll show you the next bit. So this will be, we've got our little kitchen area on this side, and it is quite a huge room, especially compared to the space that we've got used to. So this is going to be a massive upgrade for us again, once again. Quite a bright room. This room will be like a break room in one sense for us, but also a room where we can bring in people to do meetings and videos for you, some of the stuff that you would normally see just in random places at the old garage. Whereas here we'll be able to actually show you a little bit more, talk about things a little bit more in a different environment with a bit better lighting, and obviously we can look out the front, we can look out the back, so we can see the entire workshop, which I'm quite impressed about. So, if you don't recognise this area, this is our break room. You will have seen this in one of the very first videos when we got this garage. Yeah. In the last few days we've sort of updated the room a little bit, and James has been hanging all the bits and pieces that we have sat around that we've intended to for a little while. Now, before we get into the actual context of this video, there's a couple of things I want to just say. A handful of things behind us, especially that one, the Subaru flag, and the one up at the corner which you might not see on the shop, but they'll clip together. They are things that people have sent to us, so they're not things that we bought or anything like that. They're things people sent to us. We are going to encourage, from this point forward, for this space, people to send us things. Oh, and before I forget, the love light as well, which is something that was made for our show last month for us. So again, just want to give a shout out to those people and thank you very much for those. And if you do want to send us anything, by all means, do get in touch, let us know. An entire stripped down rusty shell, right the way up to what it is now assembled, painted and basically saved. Let me give you a little look at what the car is now, and then we'll go back and see everything we've done to it over the past 18 months. So this one is a Ford Escort with a Subaru floor pan in it. So we've got a full Subaru engine, running gear and everything's going this, which should be bolt on. Issue is with that, we've got rust to deal with. As soon as I said Subaru, we should have guessed that. I'll show you. So in upcoming episodes, you're going to get to see this car be completely built and by the end of it, running and driving. Now I can't reveal what the plans are for this car yet, so you're going to have to stick around to find out. This one, if you've seen the Instagram and Facebook pages, he's now going under the knife. I mean, literally. I'll give you a little insight as to why. So, this has had tape on it for the last like year or so over that little rust hole that I knew was there, wasn't worried about because I was planning to do this. And if you recognise the wheel, you are it to the right because the wheel itself is really wide for this car. It's from the Skyline. So, long story short, I bought wheels for this car. They're too big, they don't suit it well enough. They're 19-inch instead of 18s. So the decision was made to take the wheels off the Skyline and put them on that. I'll show you the Skyline in a minute with its new wheels on. Which I have to say, this probably was a good call because these look way more appropriate on this car than the old ones did. So obviously those wheels are way too wide for the standard body to fit anyway. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because that's given us now the excuse to put these arches on. And it makes a heck of a lot of difference. The next thing for this, now it's finally got a denser door replaced, will be paint. It's always looked like shit.
emotional, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a clip from my angle. You'll see why. You'll see why. Well, that's it for this one. She's now seen a car in person. As you saw, her reaction was pretty good. We're pretty happy with it. There's a little bit more to do if we're picky and if we're honest, which I always am. But for now, are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Good. So, the Sunny. This seems to be a bit of a talking point amongst, well, us and anyone that turns up. So, we sort of can't decide what to do with it, but the question is in this video, can we actually get it running? Is this engine worth saving? Failing that, or maybe including that, depending on how things go, if we can save the engine, is the car worth saving? I know it'd be nice, but does it make any sense? Let's dive into it, see if this engine's any good, or if we have to rip it out and replace it with something else, if the car's actually any good. Well, first things first, battery out. We've got another one kicking around. We might be able to use in this, see if it actually works. Put some power to things, see what happens, see what works, see what doesn't. Oh, there's lights on the dash. You good?
For anyone watching, do not
Don't try this at home.
Starter works.
Starter works. What was it? 1984, and the starter still works. Might be my chance here, you know.
I think we'll give it a fighting chance and get some easy start. Put it in, spray some in carb.
Well, let's go. Let's see if it'll roll over first, and then worry about the fuel situation.
Right. Do you want to see if you've got? Let's take.
No, put the starter back on. It's got compression. It's got compression.
That's weird, that man.
Sounds just like the 80s, doesn't it?
I reckon if you put some petrol in the carb.
Let's do.
Yeah, we've
Has it got a spark?
We've got spark.
Give over.
Yes.
There's no way this has got a spark.
Yeah.
It
No.
does.
Ow.
As my favourite seagull would say, wow.
Has he been back yet?
No. No. So for those that don't know, we've got a seagull that comes around. It tends to be when the skyline's outside, he'll just stand outside going wow. And we haven't seen him since the skyline got brought in here to be rebuilt. So I'm going to shoot up in the skyline, get some easy start, and see what it does.
It's alive! I tell you what, it sounds healthy!
It runs! It only runs!
Do you know what? It sounded mint as well.
I'm staggered!
It sounds healthy.
See if it'll fire up again. One.
It moves!
I killed it!
Did you kill it?
I killed it, my foot was hard up breaking it.
No, Michael. No.
Let's show you this one first. So this particular one has been heavily modified, as you can probably tell. These are usually a lot taller, and it's been chopped. It's had a full chassis replacement on it, and it's got this big V8 engine with a really nice supercharger in it. So now begins the guesswork and the difficult pieces, because we've never built this car. We've got a bunch of reference pictures to go from and a sort of general idea, but we've never done it. So with little bits and pieces done to make sure that this thing looks right, we might as well start bagging it for paint. There we go, so this is it, the car's in. We're just starting to bag it up. Loads of space for bits and pieces to go behind it, which is what we're going to do panel wise. It's a little bit more noisy at this end, but we're in, there we go. So we're going to start prepping up, moving to paint. Once we made a start on the paint, it started going.
it needed flattening and polishing, which is what this is about. That's always necessary to get the best result. It just puts all the paint to one level, and as you can see, episode 1, you will have seen this Ford Popular before. This is the one that we've now resprayed, reassembled. Now off camera we've finished up the polishing, finished up so many odds and ends, little bits and pieces. Put the battery in, put the fuel pump in, put the fuel tank in. So, who's ready to hear it run?
Yeah, go for it. Smiling.
That's cool. That is cool.
But let's be realistic, how good does it look up against the skyline? Two very different cars suit two very different cultures. Both impressive in their own right. So that meant our job with the pod was done, and that also meant it was time for it to leave.
Let me give you an update on where we're at on this. Okay, so for those of you that don't know this car or don't recognise it, this is James's Impreza wagon. This was non-turbo, was automatic. It's now turbocharged and it's got a manual gearbox in it. We've got a few more bits and pieces to do, which you're going to see in this video. And the intention is that later today, it goes for a lap around the car park. So we're not actually far off of that state. It's got the drive line in, it's got the bits and pieces in between. We're missing clutch parts and rear brakes. And then we're pretty much there, apart from the few odds and ends that James is about to button up. Let me give you a little bit of an update to where we're at now. So, it ran, as you'll see in this clip in a second. It ran yesterday, it does drive, it does move under its own power. It's got a bunch of teething issues, like the turbo's not tightened down yet, which we're going to do this morning. A few bits and pieces, as I say, just to go through and just make sure everything's right and sort of take the next steps from there. But this is where we're at for now.
Hold on.
So that is, at the moment, whether you can pick it up in the video or not, I don't know. It's something else we've got to look into. There's like what actually sounds a little bit like a bottom end knock. However, it's that infrequent and that light that we might just get away with a couple of shells without having to mess around with the crank itself. But trial and error, we'll see from there. So that is where we're going to leave the video on this car for now. So thank you. So there it is, Honda Integra Type R. Now this is not our car, this is another customer's car. We've got a full load of work to do on it, which means engine out, load of other things in between, and a full top to bottom respray, including the bay, obviously. Let's give you a better look at it.
There you go. So we can't go through the end of the year without talking about something that happens quite regularly thanks to yours truly. I bought a car. It's a fairly common phrase I use on this channel. Not always a good idea, not always a bad idea, but let's go back through and take a look at some of the ones that we've bought this year. So this is a Mitsubishi FTO that I bought a few days ago. It's actually a really straightforward car to say that it's been parked up for a little while. It is the Mivec, which is a 200 brake horsepower model, and it is a manual, which makes me feel a little bit bad about what I plan to do with it. But I'm not going to tell you that bit yet. And for a fairly standard engine, it actually sounded pretty good as well. Have a listen. The one thing that the car did like when we got it is power steering, and if you watch Tony trying to park it, it's pretty entertaining, or at least we thought so. This is another one of those where it's happened again. We've ended up with 2 more cars for whatever reason. Now, yes, I know this happened a few weeks ago, but this is just one of those things that keeps happening. Where do we start? Now, we'll start with this one. So you saw this one. If you've not seen the chase video for some reason, go back and watch it. It's a great video and it's really good, especially at the ending where it all comes together. We saw this one. If you saw that video, you'll have seen this FTO in that video. If you haven't, like I say, it is worth watching the video itself, but if not, we'll show you the car now, and then we'll show you the other one. Let's get in. So this is just another random one that actually came up on my doorstep, not that far from where I got the FTO to be honest, but not in any sense related, not to my knowledge. Let me give you a little bit better look around it, and then we'll go through what we've got, what's in there, because it's full of stuff and full of parts, but I'll show you as it is and you can unpack it with us. I mean, really?
Look at his little face.
Look at his little face. You look quite happy out there, James.
He's got a sliding nugget.
I love that. Can't find a massive amount on it, and the thing that's bugging me the most is, yes, it is a real Catalunya, but we don't know which number it is because the little plaque's missing. Yesterday was one of those Sunday mornings where you just kind of go out and buy a car. For what reason, I've no idea, but a subscriber offered me this a couple of days ago, and I said I'd go over and take a look on Sunday, and as you can tell by the thumbnail of this video, and probably the title, I ended up buying it. So, I'm currently on my way to the garage to show James and Ben. Let's show you as well and see what we all make of it. No, it's a GS430.
Right, okay. There's a LS400. Oh, where is it?
Do you know what that means?
No.
4.3 litre V8.
Was it the V8 this one?
It's a V8, yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, I love this. I can't remember where I've seen it. Might have been when I was just looking for them.
You want to hear it, don't you?
I do want to hear it.
It's got no exhaust on it.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that.
You want to hear it.
Go on.
Okay, long as battery's not flat, we're good.
That's a proper little cruiser, that, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's... Are you ready, sir?
Go on.
You're not ready, I'll tell you that. If that had an exhaust on it.
Lift it in front of the truck up.
It's one of those nights. It's currently like, I don't know, 9:30, not too late. Finished work at the garage and came out because I've done a deal on another car. Now, this car came from about 5 hours away from me, and the thumbnail and the picture probably already gives it away what it is, but I will show it you in just a moment. Granted, the lighting's not perfect, but we'll go with it. This is a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4. Supposedly a decent car, needs a lot of work, obviously, that's why we've got it. So obviously you and me will both have a better look at it in the daylight, because this is the first time I've seen it, even though I paid for it about 6 hours ago. It's a risk you got to take, this car's, that's what we do, it's for the love and all that. That's why I said don't say it, don't listen to him.
It's not always work. Mike has now bought himself a new work bus because he is the boss of this garage.
Have you done?
Sir, boss, sir, yes, sir.
I'll stick to sir, I'm not having boss.
Yeah.
Whilst these two were fucking about, I've been the truck working.
I'm helping, don't worry.
Fuck off, dickhead.
Oh, they've got tactics here. I like this.
To you! What is a skeleton's favourite snack?
Boners.
Spare ribs.
Fuck's sake.
Why don't you just put it on bonnet at FTO and you've got that colouring shot?
Because I'm holding it like a model.
You haven't got modelling fingers. Put it on bonnet.
No, I've got honest fingers.
Put it on fucking on bonnet at FTO.
I'm a model on Instagram. I'm a soldier on Call of Duty.
Put it on the bonnet of the FTO. I'm getting spins. Right. Okay. I'm building up to it, man. I'm building up to it. Right. Right, okay. Right. I've got two men with cameras pointing at me. No, I've forgotten my lines. No, this car will be there. It'll become Unloved JDM YouTube channel. I'm cocking my lines up because I'm being forced to sit here and say all this.
You're not being forced.
Don't show the rifle.
He's already thrown a socket at me, man.
I didn't.
But yeah, no, it... Right, I'll do it properly. Can't do it when you're looking at me, man.
Well, look away.
So, we're almost at the end of...
Ready?
I'm having flashbacks! Right.
Take 5.
Take 5. Take 5. If you're wondering why I'm flustered, it's right out in here. No. Right.
Take 7.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and right.
A few moments later.
So we're almost done with this FTO. Fuck it. You've got it.
What James nearly said, at least once, was if you would like to see this car in person, it is going to be at the Unloved JDM show in August. And he's absolutely terrible at what he's just trying to do. Take 11! 11! And he hasn't done it. Gotta make this look easy, but it is. He just can't do it. Right, as I was saying, thank you. Not wrong in the video. Cut!
Take 2.
Take 2. Hello again, welcome back to the Unloved JDM channel, which is the said of the video. So,
James.
What's happening in August, James?
4th of August, NY500. Unloved JDM's holding the first ever show, like big show. You can find the tickets for that on the Unloved JDM website. There's information on the Instagram page, Facebook page. Yeah, if you fancy coming along, go ahead, buy a ticket, and we'll see you there.
Look at you go! Look at him!
He did it first time.
First time!
Yeah.
Done with a bit of, as James calls it, dinosaur juice. Shut up! I said shut up! I hope the microphone picks next door up, if not, it'll look ridiculous. Is that unleaded easy start? Or non-easy start?
I don't know if you're taking piss. There's a knobhead, isn't it? Don't go on.
So I'm afraid that's where we're going to leave this one. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed and we'll see you in the next one.